Hey guys, and welcome to a special edition of ReviewCraft. Today we're looking at the 1.8 update for the PC version of Minecraft. There's quite a few new things to show you, some new features, some new mobs, so we'll jump right in it and show you the new blocks. First up we've got the slime block, which when you jump on it makes you jump not as high as you normally would. Apparently you just keep bouncing on it, but slightly lower each time until you're just standing on it. Also you can land on one of these and take no fall damage from any height, so should be interesting for some games, maybe thread the needle or something like that. Next up we have granite and its polished variant. Very interesting look to it. Not too sure about the colour. I haven't seen much granite in that colour to be honest, but hey, it's different, makes a change. Next up is diorite and its polished variant. Looks like a mix between cobblestone and quartz to me. Again, interesting look to it. It'll definitely, some of these blocks will definitely make more interesting build videos, but we'll see where we go with them. Next up is andesite and its polished variant. Again, looks, I wouldn't say a cross to it, it looks pretty much like cobblestone. I mean, maybe slightly lighter, but other than that, I can't see a whole lot of difference in it. The polished version, I like that. It's like smooth stone, but it's got a nice edge to it. Like the look of it. It's a pretty awesome look. Next up is the coarse dirt. I forget which biomes these are going to be used in, but this is basically to stop anything growing on it, including grass. As far as I'm aware, you can still till this if you're farming, but other than that, it's just a variant of dirt. It's a bit more, the pixels within are a bit darker in certain places, but other than that, it's not a huge difference. Next up is prismarine and its different variants. I think these are the ones that are used in the sea temple, which we'll go looking for later. Very nice greeny blue look to them, very oceany like, so it makes sense for it to be used in a sea temple. Yeah, I like it. The dark prismarine's got a different pattern to it, but the other two, I think we've seen different variants of those before. Next up is the sea lantern. Again, I think it's been used in the sea temples, basically to provide light underwater, as far as I've been told. Not much to say about it really. It's got a interesting pulsing effect there, if you can see that. I'll just zoom in. But other than that, it's, as you see, it provides light. Not much else I can tell you about it. Next up is the red sandstone Nort's variants. Now, as you can see, it's the same as sandstone as far as the sandstone and smooth and the stairs are concerned, but the chiseled is a completely different design on it. Instead of the creeper face, it's, I'm not quite sure what that face is supposed to be, but something different. Always good. Always like a bit of variety in games. And lastly, we've got 3 new item drops. The rabbit hide, which obviously comes from rabbits, which can be turned into leather. The prismarine shard and the prismarine crystal. I think these drop from guardian mobs, not 100%. I'll look at the sea temple later and we'll find out. Next up is all the wood variants of previously implemented items. Obviously we've got the original oak door, spruce door there, birch door, jungle door, acacia door, and dark oak. All open as normal. What I do like about this is not only are they different colours, but they're different variants as well. Like, I was slightly concerned they'd all be the original door, but just recoloured. These have all been completely reskinned, new look to them, so I really like it. It makes a change. Obviously, I think the main complaint people are going to have is, oh, why does birch look like that? I'd want it to look like jungle, or, you know, it's going to be little complaints like that, but as far as I'm concerned, Mojang have done a really good job on this. Next up we've got the iron trapdoors. Much like the iron doors, you can't just open these by clicking on them. You have to use something related to redstone, like pressure plate. So that'll be really helpful for security. I can imagine people jumping down and just hiding in there and hoping nothing attacks them. Something like that, I don't know. We will see how people get creative with those. Next up, the new fence and fence gates. Obviously the original oak fence there. Spruce gate. And birch. Jungle, dark oak, and Acacia. Not a whole lot new with these really, other than the recolouring. They all still look the same as the original, but you know, a bit more variety, as I said earlier, always good. Next up, some of the new features. As you can see, armour stands. The one on the right is completely undressed, but you can have all the original armours on there. It's full diamond there and chainmail there. Or you can just have the heads, and that was really weird, they moved. Yeah, you can just have a head on there, which looks really stupidly oversized, but I imagine it would look right if you had it on top of armour or something. Yeah, I really like those. It's going to be a really cool feature for ReviewCraft for me personally, because I can now show all the different armours on an armour stand instead of having to wear each one individually. Always helpful for me. Don't know about everybody else, but yeah, it look really good for things that are supposed to be more atmospheric than part of the game, I guess. Next up, we've got the banners. Not sure if you can see it, but they are slightly moving with the wind. A bit more obvious with the white one over there. They can either be freestanding as they are now, or they can be hung on a wall. All the different variants of colours in there as well. So you've got plenty of choice with those. Not 100% what you're going to use them for. I suppose you could use them to mark off different areas, or if you're making your own game, use it as a different goal area. I don't know, it's going to be interesting to see how people use them. Next up, a feature that's been recently re-implemented, as far as I'm aware. Apparently it used to be in the game. The sponges now absorb water. As you can see, that's the dry sponge on the left and the wet sponge on the right, slowly seeping water. Thought I'd show you one in action, so if I place the water there, straight into there. Yeah, the slurp noise, completely me. That's just what I want in the game. If I made a slurp noise, it'd be perfect. But it just goes like a normal block. Bit of a disappointment, but I'm sure it'd be useful somewhere. Next up, as far as I'm concerned, the most important part of this patch, rabbits. Look how adorable they are. As far as I've found, I've gone through them all. There's 4 different colours of them: brown, cream, white and black, and the black ones. All equally adorable. I just want to adopt them all. Oh, look at them hop around. Look at them. Look at them go. Oh. Next up, we have the Endermites, which have a chance to spawn every time a Enderman goes. Haven't seen any appear yet, but as you can see, they have a cool little spinning feature as well, or a shaking feature. I'm not quite sure what they're doing there. But as far as I'm aware, they don't go into anything like what they call silverfish do, like into stone. They just hang around and chill. Very odd looking as well. They're kind of like little maggots. They also trying to go for the bunnies actually, with single red eye. And obviously the particle effect of an Enderman as well. Hey, interesting. It'd be interesting to see how they play out. I think they're going to be like silverfishes, and they attack quite quickly, but one-hit kills. So, yeah. Next up, we have the Guardians, which spawn around the temples. Very weird-looking creatures. Can't tell if you'll be able to see these properly in here, but there you go. One single eye, and they follow you. The eyes follow you. It's so... yeah, weird. Very interesting looking mob, though. I like the... Obviously it's Minecraft and it's blocky, but I do like the detailing on it. It looks like they've gone to a lot of effort just to make something new rather than reskin something that's old. Yeah, it's, as you see, they just swim around quite quickly in the water. On land though, they flop around like crazy. I'll just show you here. Look, there we go, straight to the water. I'll try and get one on land so you can see it properly. There you go. Yeah, it's interesting little mob, hopping away into the water where it's safe. I think it's safe anyway. But yeah, there we go, the new mobs in the game. And finally, for the new section, today's menu. Rabbits drop raw rabbit, obviously which should be cooked and put into rabbit stew. And sheep now drop something as well. The Guardian's creeping up on me. Sheep now drop mutton, which can also be cooked. So a lot of people have said for a long time it's really strange that sheep don't drop anything other than wool. They don't drop any meat. So obviously Mojang have been listening and finally implemented that. So that's it for the new items in the game. I'll soon try and find an ocean temple now. So I finally found a water temple. It only took me half an hour. So here we are. This is the entrance to one. As you can see, the Guardians don't like anything, including squids. And they're shooting one down with its eye beam there. So yeah, there's the outside of it. covered in prismarine and sea lanterns. I'm going to apologise for my awful frame rate because it's just playing up on this world. I think it's because it's an experimental branch still, but there we go. It's Sea Monument. I keep calling it Sea Temple, but it's Sea Monument. It's supposed to be an underwater dungeon essentially. You will need water breathing potions for this at the very least. So we'll have a look inside and have a gander-oo. So this is the entrance of it. You see, walking very slow because of being underwater. Even in creative mode, I've had to use some potions to make sure I can survive this. Plenty of guardians apparently kicking around inside. This is the first one. Oh, it looks so cool in here. Don't mind me, sir, just wandering through. So, yeah, there's it's very interesting here. Makes a nice change from creepers and endermen and zombies. Apparently there's a treasure room inside here somewhere, so I'm just going to keep wandering around and see what I can find. Basically to give you a tour of the Sea Monument. Looks pretty awesome in here. There's little temples up there as well. I keep expecting one of these guardians to hit me. I'm on creative mode, so I shouldn't do, but I don't know. There's a paranoia with these. It's swimming away from me. Doesn't like me. This doesn't look as big from the inside, gotta say. Smell like a fish and swim up here. A lot of bars blocking the way as well. I don't want to damage anything. I feel bad. Causing criminal damage. Don't mind me, sir, just having a look. I almost want to spawn something in it and see what happens. Yeah, so much so far has just been the same all the way through. It's not a massive... Oh, hello. Oh, now, here's one of the Elder Guardians. Same as the normal ones, but a lot bigger and a different colour, and his creepy eye is still watching. Hello! Yeah, apparently these guys are quite difficult to take down. But they're usually guarding something, so he's watching me even in creative. That's slightly disconcerting. So let's see if he's hiding anything around here. It's a bit more of an open room. See, it looks more like a boss room, so I'm not sure if it's supposed to be on the other side. That's not a giveaway for a boss, is it? Don't mind me, just flapping my tail through the wall. Just destroying the place. Nothing that way. So yeah, it must be through here then. It's so weird them watching me. Ooh, don't like it. So, we can assume there's something over here. Other than a fast swimming guardian. Nope, nothing here either. It's rather confusing. What's up here? Oh, broke it. Oh, okay, well, that's the outside again. So, if we're on this side, then the treasure room must be around here somewhere. You'd think. Oh, hello. Big elder guy here. See if he drops anything. Yeah, that's right, you're getting beaten down with a potion. Take that. How embarrassing for you. Oh, yeah. Take it. Oh, let's make this a bit easier. Come here, you. Take you out. There we go. So he's dropped prismarine shard there, prismarine crystals, and a wet sponge. That's what I was after. A wet sponge. That's yeah, totally helped me. Sure, glad he dropped that. Right, so, is that the centre? Must be, huh. It's a very odd place. Like I said, I've been reading up and it said there's a treasure room, but I'll be honest, I'm not seeing it. It's a very hidden treasure room. Clearly they've done a good job of hiding the treasure. So this looks like something. Couldn't tell you what it looks like, but it definitely looks like something. Like a little... Ah! I found gold! Well, I guess this is something. Just get all this exposed. See how this would be a nightmare with guardians attacking you. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to startle you there, sir. Okay, so we found a 4x4 block of gold. I guess that's treasure? Yeah. So, that was a bit disappointing. Almost pushing it bother. So, there's the ocean temple, guys. Not a whole lot really that interesting in here, but you know, it's something new. It's something. I imagine. Obviously, I'm on creative, so it's not as exciting, but I can see exploring this in survival would be a lot more fun. Again, I've got to apologise for my awful frame rate. It's so bad. Yeah, there we go. Patch 1.8 of Minecraft. Hopefully it'll bring some players more enjoyment into the game. Obviously, a lot more opportunity for different games to be made in the game and different builds. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be fun. So, quick rundown of other things I didn't go through. Villagers now harvest crops and plant new ones. So, I suppose you can kill them and steal their crops. Mossy cobblestone and mossy stone bricks are now craftable, as well as chiseled stone bricks. As a spectator game mode, that's pretty sure people have been doing that anyway with various mods, so I guess something new. Max render distance has been increased to 32 chunks, which is 512 blocks. Adventure mode now prevents you from destroying blocks unless your items now have the can destroy data tag. Resource packs can now also define the shape of blocks and items and not just their textures, which will make any of the very creative community of Minecraft very happy. I can't wait to do a ReviewCraft of just some guy who's changed everything to something really dodgy, probably loads of different knobs or something like that. You can see it coming, can't you? Knobcraft. Buttons can be now placed on ceilings. I'm sure that serves a helpful purpose somewhere. And according to the patch notes, there's lots and lots of other changes and lots of other changes. So I hope you guys enjoyed this primer for 1.8 patch of Minecraft. If there's anything new that gets added that I haven't already covered, let me know and I'll try and cover that in a future video, maybe a part 2. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and as always, like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Feedback is always welcome. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you all again soon.